Well, hey everybody, hey. All right, let me see. Can I get this here? There we go. Hey everybody, how y'all doing tonight? I hope everybody's doing well. I just wanted to pop on real quick tonight. I wasn't gonna do this, but it was so funny that I needed to come on and talk about it tonight, and hopefully you all won't get to be a part of that. Hey, Jones, hello, sir. You're doing a wonderful pastor. Keep up the amazing work. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for coming on. Let me just tell y'all what happened to me about nine. I guess it's about 9:20. All right. So here it is. So I'm on my way to the store because I need to pick a couple of items up. So you see, I'm not dressed for anything. I just out in the store, going to the store. So my phone rings, and a number pops up on my phone that I do not recognize. I don't recognize this number, but it's 922. So I'm saying, well, maybe I'll answer the phone anyway. So I answered the call, and so when I answered the phone, the number came from like 571-348-6176. So I pick up the phone. I answer the phone. So when I answer the phone, the person on the other hand has this foreign accent. And so they say, how are you doing today? I said, I'm doing fine, and you? And they said, well, that's good to hear. We want you to know that are you familiar with the clearinghouse sweepstakes? I said, oh yeah, I'm familiar with it. Well, did anybody give you any information? Did anybody contact you? I said, no, nobody contacted me. And they said, well, you are the second place winner for the sweepstakes. I said, oh, wow. Okay, well, okay. Well, nobody's contacted you. No, not a person has contacted me about anything, but I'm so glad that you have. So I would love to, find out. So he said, well, do you not want to know how much you won? I said, yeah. At first he said 500,000. Then he said, well, you won $5,000 and it's cash and we want to make sure you get it. I said, okay, that sounds good. And so he said, well, I need you to get a pen and paper and write these numbers down. And I said, well, he said, I'm going to give you instructions how to get your money. And I said, well, I'm driving right now, but I'll have to record it. And he said, well, you're not at home? I said, no, I'm not at home. Well, if, when you get home, how long before you get home? I said, well, probably about 30 minutes. Well, you can call me back. So by this time I reached my destination, which was Walmart. And I said, well, okay, I've reached my destination. I want to write down the information so I can go and get this money. But now tell me, I just need to know, I haven't filled out anything to enter into any sweepstakes. How did I win? And so he says, well, you won. This is after he's passed me on to somebody, of course. This is the second person I'm talking to. And he said, well, you won. I was waiting for you to ask me that question. You won because do you shop at Targets or Walgreens or CVS or Walmart? I said, I shop at Walmart. I don't shop at the others. I haven't shopped at those in a while. Well, that's how you got selected to be the second place winner. I said, okay, that's wonderful. Let's go. He said, so you can call me back. I said, no, I've reached my destination. I parked. I got a pen and paper in hand, and I'm ready to get this information to get my money. And so he says, okay, well, you ready? I said, yeah. And you can hear somebody in the background feeding him information and talking to him, and he has this accent like a foreigner. And so he says, well, write this number down. And he gives me this number, 505-8500-126. And then he says, and this is the PIN number. The PIN number is 54680. And he said, and you won $5,000. I said, oh, man. He said, and we want to get it to you. Now, you got to pay tax on it, which is 1%. So I'm laughing at this point because I'm going, okay, tax on $5,000 is not what he just quoted. He said, so what I need you to do is you pay the taxes on it, and then I'm gonna turn it over to our payout department, and they're gonna get your money to you. So I said, okay, that works for me. So he said, do you happen to be near Walmart? I said, guess what? I'm in the parking lot right now at Walmart. He said, oh, great. Well, go into the store, and I need you to get, get a gift card of $500, a $500 gift card. Don't tell nobody why you buying the gift card. Don't tell them what it's for. Just get a $500 gift card, and then come back and give me, tell me the numbers, and give me these numbers that I've given you, and then we're going to get your payout to you. Now, how do you want your money? I said, well, what do you mean? How do you want us to pay your money to you? I said, okay, well, he said, how you want us to pay it to you? He said, well, first let me ask you, I got 3 important questions I got to ask you. And if they're too personal, then I need you to just say personal. So he says, first question was, are you married? Personal. Second question, where do you work? Personal. Third question is, do you have any kids? Personal. Well, sir, I'm asking you these questions so we can get your money to you. I said, okay. So he said, well, go on and do the thing and then come back and give me the information. I said, well, how am I going to get my money? He said, we can deliver it to you privately or in person. I said, all right. I said, so let me tell you where I work at first. So I'm messing with him because I want to see how long he's going to take this on. So he says, what do you mean? I said, well, I want you to deliver it to my job. And he said, to your job? I said, yeah, deliver it to my job and to the station. And he said, to the station. He said, well, you want to keep this private. You don't want to tell nobody. You just want to get the card and then give me the information, and then we're going to get it to you. Do you want me to deliver it to you personally? I said, oh, that would be great. Deliver it to me. I need you to deliver it to me, okay? And so he says, okay, we can do that. What I said, before I go get the card, let me tell you where I work, or where I want you to deliver it to. So, Lord, please forgive me because I had to say this. I said, let me tell you before I do that. I said, I am a private investigator. I'm a police officer. I said, and I think this is a scam. And immediately his whole attitude changed. He told me I was full of S. And talking about I was with your mama last night, and you just full of it. And I was with your mother, and then he proceeded to hang up the phone. I just wanted to see how long he was going to take this thing on. I thought it was hilarious. I've seen this happen on social media a lot. So I just wanted to see how long he was going to try to pull me and string me along. Judge Judy says if it sounds too good to be true, it's probably not. And so he was just stringing me along and thought I was going to go and get a gift card for $500, come back and give him numbers so he could get this money and be going off in the sunset. And it just wasn't going to happen. I don't know how he got my number. And it's my personal cell. I don't know how they get these numbers, but I knew. A lot of times you get these calls in and people be like, well, I don't really answer calls that I don't know numbers to if they're not in my phone. But sometimes because of what I do and who I am, sometimes people may get my number and call for other reasons. So sometimes I answer the phone for those particular reasons. But it was sort of funny because when people call me, I'm always laughing because here's the thing. When people call me, if somebody calls and say, Mr. Martin, probably that's somebody that's calling me for business, or they're calling me for something that it may be something important I need to deal with when they say Mr. Martin. Or sometimes they'll say Dennis, I speak to Mr. Dennis Martin. I may take those and listen to what they got to say. But whenever someone calls me, and a lot of these real estate people call you, want to find out if your house for sale. Whenever someone calls me that I don't know their number at all, and the first thing they say is Dennis, right away, I know this is something foolish and it's something crazy. And so, because people that even that are close to me, that are personal friends and relatives, most of them don't call me Dennis. I mean, they don't. Most of my colleagues don't call me that. Most of them don't even put titles on my name, but like I've got my cousins and sisters and brothers, and even my children. My grandkids call me Papa. My kids call me Daddy. My wife calls me by my middle name, Lamar. I've got others that may call me, even my sisters call me Pastor Martin, or some of them call me Bishop. Different ones call me that. I'm not a bishop, but that's what they call me. And so when I hear people say, when I hear people go, Dennis, I'm just, like, yeah, okay. I don't know you. So, and sometimes you get text messages, people text you, and I had a text message not too long ago, somebody texted me and they was like they were looking for somebody else, and so I said, you got the wrong person. And then they came back, well, I'm sorry to bother you, but what are you doing? If you got the wrong person, what does it matter what I'm doing? I don't know you, and I'm not having a conversation with you on my phone. And so I immediately block those numbers and get rid of them. And so I did block this number tonight so they can't call back. But I just thought I would share that with y'all. I thought it was hilarious. It was funny. It was just totally crazy. I mean, just totally crazy that someone would call it and do that. But on a serious note, I wanted to share with you all because there's a lot of people that get caught up by those scams. A lot of elderly people. There's people that lose their life savings. There are people that are older that lose a lot of money when people do this and play these games and these scams and stuff. And so I want to tell y'all, be cautious, be careful. They working it. They working it all over the place on the computers, on everything. They're trying to work a scam, and you got to be very diligent. You got to be watchful. You got to be looking. And again, Judge Judy says, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. And then why should I have to pay for anything? If I just want $5,000 cash, I shouldn't have to send you $500. Just send me my $4,500, and you take the $500 on your end. Makes sense to me. But you see how people want to do that. And so people do that trying their best to get over on people and all that kind of stuff. And so I want to say to those of you, please, by all means, just be careful out there. And I wanted to share I couldn't wait to share this with y'all tonight. I could have waited maybe till tomorrow, but it was just so funny that, like I said, I've seen this done many times on social media, but this is my first time getting one of those calls, and so I was able to deal with it. And just the fact that I told him I'm a private investigator, police, he immediately started cussing me out and talking about my mother. Oh my God, they made me laugh tonight. All right, y'all, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank y'all so much. On a serious note, be careful, be mindful out there because people are out here trying to scam everybody. Y'all have a good one. Have a good night. I'll see y'all next week.